What up, what up, what up, y'all? This is Crunch Time with DJ Captain Crunch. My guest today is DJ Cali.
Hi.
Hi, hold on, let me get you.
Hi.
There we go, there we go. So I have invited her here today to kind of talk about, her journey a little bit and what she has going on. I wanted to for sure give her a promo with everything. So, but yeah, how you doing today?
Good.
Good.
Can you hear me on the
Yeah,
microphone?
we can
Okay.
hear you. Yeah, you are nervous.
Yeah, I never did an interview before.
So, oh really? Oh, that's okay. So, how about this? You tell the world who you are and what you do.
um, I'm Cali, and I was um, I'm a mom,
Yeah,
and oh gosh, I don't think I did a good job.
it's okay. It's all right though.
Um, I was a dancer for like 6 or something years.
Yeah.
Um, I was a stripper and I got into a motorcycle accident and like fucked up everything. And then now I'm a DJ
Yeah.
and I'm going back to dancing. I don't know. Like,
But one, what is it? 1 or 2 nights?
well, they just recently told me that I'm going to be dancing for like the whole week that week, but the
Okay.
special performance is just for the weekend.
Okay. And what's the date on that?
July 31st and August 1st.
Okay. All right. And so kind of paraphrase that a little bit. She was dancing. She's doing a good job. Man, I wish I had the old first photo shoot I did of her. I'm not gonna do that to you. But the glow up, impressive. Impressive glow up, boy. So then she dancing, she's doing really good dancing. And then she had a motorcycle accident. How long were you down? I mean, you're still recovering now, right?
Yeah. I spent 22 days in the burn unit in Vanderbilt and I had 3 surgeries.
Yeah. Was that your first time ever having a surgery?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, aside from like minor little things, I was in like perfect health for my whole life. So
Yes.
that was like a very, very traumatic experience for me going from like being in perfect health to like I had to relearn how to walk and I had to like relearn how to pick up a spoon and just a bunch of things like that. It was really hard.
Yeah, we had some mutual friends when we met each other. Me and your mutual friends. The one girl was like, "Yeah, I'm wiping her ass right now," and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Yeah, that was Kaylee. Her name's Kaylee Miller. I'm not gonna lie, like I've known her since middle school. She like I had a lot of support from like the girls from my job. They brought things to the hospital and stuff, but like nobody stepped up like she did. Like
Right.
she bathed me and fed me and like even when I got out of the hospital, like I came to her house and she cleaned my wounds and cooked for me and
Yeah.
forever grateful for her.
Yeah.
Beautiful person.
Yeah. So I had my open heart surgery and all that stuff. I don't know if you knew about that.
I didn't.
So like when you're getting that bath, that person that's wiping you the first time, it's awkward. And then slowly you're like, this is kind of nice. Like getting somebody just bathed me. Oh,
Well, we actually had like the goofiest moment together
uh-huh.
because she's biracial
Yeah.
and like obviously Caucasian.
Mhm.
And so like she's washing my hair and she like gets out the conditioner and she like loads that shit
Yeah.
down all over her hand. And I'm like, who the fuck is that for?
Yeah. Wow.
So we did have like it was like a lot of fun because she's one of my best friends. So
Yeah. So did she leave the conditioner in there and let it sit, or did she put it in and then immediately rinse it out?
absolutely not. I told her, you're not gonna put all that shit in my hair. I'm gonna look
Okay.
like a grease ball.
See, it's so different for us. You know what I mean? Like we may only condition our hair like maybe twice a week. You know what
the
I'm saying?
the way that I have to do my hair is like my hair naturally produces oil, so like
Yeah.
I can't be conditioning it every day, and when I do condition it, I can't use like all of that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
too much.
yeah. I, I be playing scientist in there. Sometimes I'll get the shampoo and conditioner and mix them together and put them in and let it sit. Or sometimes I might, what I mean, I'm just trying to see what works best for my hair.
Mhm.
So you never know. You never know. You never know. So tell me about the first time you're DJing.
Um, well, I was really, really awkward on the microphone at first, kind of
Yeah.
like now. I don't know. I guess it's different because when I'm in a club, it's like that's my environment. Like
Right.
I'm cozy in there,
Hmm.
so I guess it's a lot different. But honestly, I was really nervous, and I didn't think I was gonna be good at it. But like since I've started DJing, like everybody at the club, management, all of the dancers, and everybody has told me like that I
Good
do a
job.
great job. So
Did you
apparently,
develop?
that's my hidden talent.
Did you develop a DJ voice?
I did.
Did you? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I like when I'm in the club. It's like I feel like I'm like I don't know, like a talk show game host or something like
Yeah.
that.
And you never know. Like, okay, you get on the mic and you're saying stuff, and you kind of look for reaction to see how they react to it. And then once you get them hype, you're like, okay, that's my DJ voice. Yeah,
Well, honestly, luckily, when I'm in the club, there's a naked lady on the stage, so like anybody listening to me,
Uh,
anyways.
I remember some of the DJs at the strip club, so I don't know. It matters a little bit. They'll be like, "This
like
is
like it
two for one for Tiffany." You know what I
like it
mean?
matters, but like if I like trip over my words or something like
Nah,
that,
they
like
ain't
I
gonna
don't
catch
think too
that.
deep into it because like they drunk anyways.
They drunk anyway. They drunk. They blowing money. All that stuff. So wow. So are you excited to be returning? Let's talk about the return here.
Uh, I'm really excited. I have like a. I was supposed when they first asked me to feature, it was in like December,
Mhm.
so like I had already planned everything and spent a lot of money on the performance.
Right.
When I got in my accident, it was 2 weeks before I was supposed to
Oh.
feature.
So
So
you already
like,
had everything. Yeah.
so I mean, now I've had nothing but time to put more thought into it. So I have like a lot planned, and I'm really excited, but I'm also really nervous just because like I can do a lot of the things that I could do before, but I do still have like physical limitations. Like
Right. From the
I
accident.
used to do like handstands and stuff like that, and I have a metal plate in my wrist, so I can't like put my body weight on my wrist like that anymore.
Got you. So bring you some ibuprofen. You know what I mean? You might need to take your little ibuprofen before you get out there and do that because you have to do it. The key to like pain, you have to do it before you get the pain. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah,
wait for the pain to hit, it'll take too long and it'll take,
I think I'm gonna drink like a whole bunch of pre workout and
Okay,
just
all
go
right.
up there.
You got a good heart, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, all right, good, good, good. Hey, you gotta be careful with that stuff. So, um, now, kind of let's talk about the accident a little bit. You said it was your first time being hospitalized and stuff like that. Well, let me ask you this: when I came out of my surgery, did they put you under for your surgery?
Mhm.
Okay, when I came out of my surgery, when I closed my eyes, I saw like I had a therapist explain it to me. She was like, "Did it look like a kaleidoscope?" And I was like, "Yeah." When I try and sleep and stuff, and it just be patterns. Did you experience that at all?
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like
No. Okay.
it was like just like a really long, deep sleep,
Yeah. Okay.
like the best sleep you could have.
Oh yeah, no. Now don't get me wrong. Yes, yes to that. After they woke you up, what did you experience?
Um, honestly, when my body had been through so much because it was like I think it was like somewhere between 18 and 22% of my body had like road rash.
Yeah,
So like I was in constant pain,
yeah,
and even after like my surgeries with like they were giving me like the most powerful pain meds they had, and
yeah.
I was still in a lot of pain.
Did
So
they
really,
get
when
they
I
get
woke
like
up,
Dilaudid?
yeah, they gave me Dilaudid and morphine and lidocaine and
Mm-hmm.
ketamine and
Ooh,
uh, fentanyl
that's
and
a Jay's wet dream there.
yeah, basically all of the things
Yeah,
they
all of the
gave me,
things.
and they just kept swapping them out. Like at one point, they had given me so much IV meds that like they had to cut all my IV meds because it started like poisoning my bloodstream.
Oh wow.
And it was just like
Wow.
I don't know, my body was just burning through the pain meds. So
Oh,
like
I'm
when I
sure.
woke up from my surgery, I was like I was in pain. Like
Yeah.
I was like crying in pain. So I think I opened my eyes and if I did see anything like that, I wasn't paying attention to
No,
it.
you were gone. See, now me, this is crazy. So they did this open heart surgery. You can still see, look at that. You know what I mean? Straight down, crack my ribs open, all this stuff. When I came to, they were trying to give me Oxy 5s.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who is that for?
Right? I was like, I look, they didn't give me Dilaudid till almost midnight. I was in pain, extreme pain, you know. But once they gave me that Dilaudid, oh, buddy, I was happy then. Everything just melted away.
I think like the most painful things was definitely like when the accident initially happened,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like it wasn't like, oh, this accident happened and then I just get rushed down the street to the hospital.
No, you
This
had to
is
lay
like,
there.
so I had the accident and like my adrenaline was rushing.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I stopped sliding against the concrete, I like got up and I'm thinking like, oh my God, I have to go check on the other person that was
Right.
on the bike. So I like went to go check on them. And once like he was okay and everything, then I was standing there and I was like, oh wow, I think my body actually does hurt. And
Yes. Yes.
I like got really dizzy and I just remember I was laying on the concrete and it was so cold and my body hurt so bad because it was
Yeah.
like I lost a lot of my skin, so my temperature wasn't
Yes.
regulated.
Yeah. Loss of blood too.
And
Yeah.
then like the paramedics came and they cut my clothes off in the middle of the street,
Oh wow.
and I just like I had to ride in a helicopter to Vanderbilt, and so like this whole time I'm in pain.
Yeah.
And then we get to the hospital and I'm like, ah, yes, finally pain meds, and then they give me the pain meds and they don't work.
Yeah.
So it's like
Dang.
I think the first day, like whenever I was waiting on them to like clean my wounds, like I laid there. The accident happened around 3 p.m. and I didn't get the grass and rocks taken out of my skin until the next morning.
When they took it out, were you awake for that?
No.
Oh.
That night, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bitch to the
Yeah.
lady because I had laid. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and she was like telling me that, okay, we're about to clean your wounds, and I was like, okay, where are you gonna put me to sleep? And they were like, no, the people that are able to sedate you don't get here until the morning. And I was like, well, I mean, you done have me waiting here all fucking day
Yeah.
anyway, so
Yeah.
let's wait till the morning. You're not finna. I'm in enough pain.
Right. Right.
So we did the next morning. So they put me to sleep and they gave me more like IV medication and stuff. It definitely helped, but
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I don't ever want to experience a pain like that again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then when they did my wrist surgery, that was really painful too.
Yeah.
I think that was like the
Wow.
most painful things.
So you said it was how many days in the hospital?
20, 21,
22.
21 or 22, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So how long after you getting there did they do the wrist surgery? Was it like a day or two or?
They actually didn't do the surgery on my wrist until like 3 days before I left the hospital.
Oh wow! So you left with double recovery basically.
Yeah. And so like I'm going home and like I had like ace wrap all over my leg because they had to do skin grafts. So like I'm missing skin off the front and back of my leg, and then like all of like my actual places where we did the skin grafts,
Mm-hmm.
we had to do wound care every day. You have to like wash it with soap and
Yeah.
then put the ointments on there and wrap it, shit like that. And then on top of that, my wrist itself was like broken and they did surgery, and it was my arm was in a sling. It wasn't a whole lot that we could do for my wrist,
Yeah.
but I was in so much pain. If
Yeah.
if you ever have to have your bones drilled through, I pray to God that the pain meds work for you because
Yeah.
they sure didn't for me.
Mm. I can't imagine what that would feel like. Like when I got my elbows tattooed, there was points where they hit you. Do you have your elbows tattooed? Yes, yes.
Oh, I
You
do actually.
you know when they get like right here and you can feel the vibrations and it chatters all the way to
Oh
your
yeah, on
teeth.
my collarbone.
Yeah.
One of my collarbones is tattooed. I don't remember which one it
Yeah.
is.
Well, you got a little bit on both though. But yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
collarbone felt like that.
That was the worst feeling, you know? So, man. So you had this what do they call it? A premiere or what do they call it? What's the right terminology for what you got coming up?
Oh, it's a feature.
Feature. There we go. So you got
Mhm.
this feature coming up. What is the theme of the feature?
It's like mafia slash mob boss themed.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
We had talked about the music a little bit, and I was telling I was like, you want to
Don't
get Rick Ross, I'm the boss, and all this stuff, you know.
don't say the songs
Oh,
because
I'm
it's
not. I know
surprise.
you didn't
Okay.
pick those songs. That's why I said, yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah. Definitely not gonna spoil the fun there. But so like how long is the feature then?
So they usually last like between the performances like 10 and 15 minutes,
Uh-huh.
somewhere between there. It just depends on like what all you plan to do for your feature. Because
Okay.
it's like we're independent contractors, so if they give you the opportunity for a feature, like you plan the whole thing. You do like the costumes, the props, the
Right.
music, everything.
Okay. Okay. So and that's the difference from just a normal day up there.
Yeah, so like basically, um, like if it was like a normal day, then you would go up there and do like a 2 song set, and like obviously you dance to relatively what kind of music you like. They don't always give you the music you
Right.
like, and then you pick like your outfits and your aesthetic and stuff. But like for a feature, it's like completely planned by you. It's a special performance. It's
Okay.
Deja Vu featuring Cali.
Nice. Okay. But you're not gonna do a full time after that.
Mm,
This you
I
testing the waters with this, aren't you? To see how
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if my body could like handle going back to dancing full time
yeah.
because there's still like when I mop the floor, my wrist will hurt for like 2 days after that.
Yes.
So like I know that this feature performance is gonna be very hard on my body,
Yeah.
but I'm very stubborn and I'm not gonna go too much into details about it.
No, it's okay.
But the person that caused that accident does not get to be the reason why I don't ever get to dance again.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm going on the stage and
I
we're
remember.
we're doing it.
I remember I saw you were in an accident. And I was like, oh man, somebody done fucked my homegirl up. You know what I mean? And then I realized I knew who was driving, and I was like, "Oh, nigga, you fucked my homegirl." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was like, it was one of them things. I was just like, and I remember contacting my homeboy that we're all mutual friends with, and I was like, "Bruh, they done fucked my homegirl." I was upset. I was because the glow up, y'all. Hold on, let me get the close up. The glow up, the glow up. So, but I'm glad to see you're back. You've bounced back. Let's talk about DJing just for a minute. How what did you learn from DJing? What would you take away from being up
Honestly,
there?
like I worked in a strip club for so long and like this is was not like a side hustle for me. Like this is my full-time job.
Right.
Like I'm doing this 5 days a week
Yeah.
for at least 6 years. I don't know, I was going on 7 years dancing.
Yeah.
And so like I knew all of the ins and outs of what it's like. Like I've danced in New Orleans, I've danced in Alabama, I've danced in Tennessee. Like just I've danced at like 6 or 7 different clubs.
Okay.
And like so I know all the ins and outs of like what it's like to be a hustler and to be in the club. So it's like being a DJ am like working for the actual club, and like I'm also not just a DJ, I'm the VIP host.
Okay.
So like any of the club's VIP sales, all of our biggest sales go through me.
Oh, nice.
And
So, what does
it's
that pertain to? What is that? What's your duties? Is that?
um like as a VIP host.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So like essentially The girls downstairs, they like talk to the customers about going to VIP, and they bring them upstairs like so that they can buy the VIP. And when they bring them to the host stand, my job as a host, like I'm not just a cashier, like my job is to convince them to do like the maximum amount of time in
Upsell.
VIP
Yeah.
that they're willing to do, and also tip the girls.
Okay. All right. That's cool. That's
And
cool.
then amongst other like just security things, like making sure the girls are safe and making sure nothing's going on that's not supposed to be.
Right. 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 Yeah. And it, I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna talk about that for a minute. So dancers that bend the rules, they really fuck it up for dancers that are there to dance.
I kind of love that you asked me that question because I have a really strong opinion about this.
Okay. All right.
As a stripper, if you are in the club and you are doing things you're not supposed to in VIP, that is stupid and you are fucking your money up.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if I'm talking to a customer and he thinks that he has even the slightest chance that like at the end of the night he's going to get to go home with me or something like
Right.
that, which you're not allowed to tell them that you're going to do that, like
Right.
to mislead them. But,
Right.
being a stripper is all about like saying everything except yes or no.
Okay.
There's certain things like if they exclusively ask you, you have to say no because
Right.
like that's the law and stuff. But if they don't ask the right questions, you don't have to give them the right answers.
Okay.
And so like if I'm with a man in VIP that has the money, I can get him to buy 7 hours in VIP just off the idea that he thinks like at the end of the day he's going to get what he wants from me. If you take them into VIP and you give him what he's asking for in the first hour, he already got what he wanted. He's not going to
Right.
spend any more money on you.
Right. I'm out.
So
He
at this
probably gonna
point,
go home.
at this point, you're doing something that is A, unhygienic, B, outside of your comfort zone or outside of most people's comfort zone, and you're not making as much money as the other girls who are not doing that.
Right. And that's what I was kind of getting at, because you can go, if you hit strip clubs and stuff like that, you can go and then they doing the wild shit over here, or she's doing the wild shit over there, and then you just get somebody that's just there to dance, and that's where the lines get blurred for the guy. I'm speaking from the guy angle. That guy, he's used to going to blah 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 club, and they doing the most. And
It's like a brothel and a strip club are two very different
yes,
things. When you're in a strip club, you're selling the fantasy of sex, the
right,
idea of sex. You're selling men
a performance.
your attention.
Yeah.
So it's like when you're in a brothel, you're selling them the actual thing.
Yep.
That's I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the girls that decide to do that, but that's not my thing. Okay.
Right.
I'm a liar.
Yeah. Okay.
They're supposed to be lying. And they're telling the truth. It's crazy.
Yes. It's too much. I don't know. But anyway. Okay. So we go from that to DJing, and you're gonna return to DJing afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yeah, I really like DJing, and I do really well as a VIP host, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like because I was a dancer for so long and I know like what to say and how to talk to the customers. Like
Right.
there's girls that come upstairs and like they talk their customer into a 30-minute VIP, and then they get to the host stand and now they're doing 2 hours.
Right.
So it's
Right.
like it
Yeah.
it works for the club and it works for me.
Right. Okay. All right. And I take it you're DJ Cali also, right? Okay. Are you ever gonna branch out from there? Maybe DJ events and stuff?
I feel like it would be a really cool thing for me to get into, like, because you can't. The strip club has an expiration date. You can't be in there forever.
Right. Right.
So I feel like it would be a cool thing for me to start to like venture out and get into for like when I'm ready to have a career outside of the club.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so how many? You said you're there 6 days a week.
Well, I've been working 5 days a week, but I'm
Okay.
about to cut it down to 4 when my kid goes back to school.
Okay. I would invest in a little bit of equipment and learn your equipment, because I'm going to tell you, as a DJ, a couple things sell you besides just the music and your music choice and how you mix it and stuff. But like lights, if they can book you and get a nice light show, while you're doing it, that helps tremendously. There's a lot of schools book us just for the light show. Okay. So you invest in your equipment, you invest in your board, your subscriptions, because a lot of DJ stuff now, you don't have to carry files or hard drives. You can run it straight off of the internet. So like Tidal and Spotify and all that type of stuff will link right in there. Is that how it is at the club? Do they link it in? Okay, cool, cool, cool. So you know then,
We
you
use
know.
title.
Tidal, yep. Because then you can drop the stems and all. Anyway. So I would definitely get that stuff and just pitch a couple events. Now, for you, I would find somebody to do it with you just because of the weight of some of the equipment. Now, they've gotten a lot lighter and a lot, but when you start getting into your big setups, you're going to need, you know, big equipment. And, it's somebody just to help you lift it out of the truck and to help you set it up. So at the end of the night, you're not just like, fuck. But definitely, I think a female DJ, which we have some female DJs, but I think a female DJ would just do great. So,
I I have a friend. She's a DJ and like fantastic DJ. Her name is Madison,
uh
and
huh,
like she's beautiful. And she started out DJing at the strip club,
uh
and it
huh,
was always like specifically in club environments. I feel like female DJs are good because like
hmm,
they're beautiful, they're fun, like people are
right,
paying attention when they're talking and stuff like that. So it's like more of a show.
right,
She now like owns like her own DJ business and DJs for like weddings and stuff like that, which is
yeah.
definitely different from being in a club environment.
It's different up until you get to the reception. Once you hit the reception or when the party walks in, oh, it's all the same. They want to hear, what I mean? They want Waka Flocka to come out, and they turn up. Now, every now and then you'll get, there's different types of music and stuff like that. Like I've been hired for Latin parties, and I was like, oh man, I don't know no damn Latin music, but like, the kids, it's got to be clean music. And then country folks, here's a confusing, I mean, the confusing part with country folks, and I don't mean, I'm talking about cowboys, country folks. What they like to do is they'll be country and they want to hear some country music, but they want to slowly shift into hip hop. So you'll have all a little bit of country music playing. They want to hear a few hits and stuff, and then they be like, "Hey man, can you play some 3 6 Mafia? You know what I mean? Can you play? And it's crazy. So you got to judge that crowd too, and then older crowds. You just got to be able to read people.
And see, like I feel like before I'm ready to like DJ outside of the club, I need to learn a lot more about DJing just because like strip club DJing is like a very specific like music niche. Like you have to play music that either A hypes the crowd up
Mm-hmm.
or B is like music the girls can be sexy to because essentially
Right.
the stage is like a commercial for what you're going to get in VIP.
Absolutely.
So like whatever her aesthetic is, if she likes rock music, then that's what you're playing her and stuff like that. So it's like there's certain music that's like great music that you can play in like a regular club or something like that that
Right.
wouldn't work in a strip club.
Absolutely. Like what is it? Joy's Lick. I tried playing that at a reception one time. You know the song I'm talking about? When I lick. Anyway, I'll play it for you after this. Yeah. So, what do we have to do to get our song to you guys to play one time in the strip club?
Is it on title?
Oh yeah, it's on every platform.
Well, as long as it's on title, then I can play it.
Yeah, the song is called "The Way She Walks" by the Who Dat Boys DJs. So
Okay.
yeah, so and it's like a rap R&B EDM type sound. It's cool. It's cool. Um, yeah. So just get it to you, and maybe okay.
Well, it's like so like the system that I work off of, um, they have like a title subscription. So as long as it's on there, anything that's on title, I can play.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, cool. It's all on there, clean and explicit version. So they're both on there. We got some more songs coming out. The next song we're getting ready to record will probably be better. So
It's really funny in the strip club. They always want us to play the clean versions of songs, and I'm like, we're a fully nude club.
right.
Like,
Why do they want you to play the clean versions? What's the
we
stipulation?
can't say cuss words, but we can show you our whole entire like ovaries.
Yes, yeah. So wow. So, but I mean, did they tell you why though?
No,
No, there's not like a little law or something, or
no. I don't know why they're like that. That's the way the corporate likes it.
okay, maybe that's like a franchise thing. You know what? I'd be appalled to hear a clean version of something. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'd be like,
There's certain songs when they play the clean version, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
yes, yeah, yeah. So, but they have now. Okay, if you guys are looking for clean music, you need to register under Apple Music. They
okay.
have more clean songs than any of the other platforms right now. So that's I had to switch over because Tidal used to have a bunch of clean music, but I don't know if you ever noticed the library has been changing, and I don't know what the deal is, what they got going on paperwork wise. But
I did notice that like a lot of times like there will be certain songs that are on title, but when I try to play them on the like the system that we have, like it will load the song up, but then it like won't play at
right,
all. So I don't know
if,
what that is.
if you're pulling it up from history, it won't be there if they done got rid of it. You know what I mean? It'll be cached in your system like it's there. But I have Tidal and Apple Music, and now whenever we do the schools and stuff, we have to go Apple Music because they have everything clean, everything you want clean. If I find a song that's not clean and I can't find a clean version on Apple, then I just know the artist isn't doing his job. You know?
Honestly, like whenever I do like venture out and start DJing outside of the club, like I would do obviously like money is money. So if somebody wanted to book me for a wedding, like I would do it. But I
Yeah.
don't want to be like a rave DJ.
Oh
That would be
yeah.
so fun.
Now in Nashville, you're in Nashville. You can find that crowd, and I love EDM music. I love all that stuff. I like the mashups, where they take this song and put an EDM mix to it. Love that shit. But where I'm at right now, they do not love that shit. They do not want to hear that shit.
No, literally, like in Nashville, they play EDM and like unless you go like specifically on Broadway where all they play is like country and rock music,
Right,
they play EDM in like every bar,
right,
especially in the strip club. Like
yeah.
EDM is like heavy in the
It's
strip club.
high energy music. It's feel good music. Keeps your endorphins going. It keeps the pituitary gland pumping. All that stuff. But yeah, down here where we're at right now, they don't want to hear that shit at all. They don't want. They want to hear just nasty ratchet. That's their music style. This is nasty as it can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, you noticed. So I I would love to do I want to do like a first Fridays in the alleyway that's between Southern Trey and Whiskey Alley. I would love to go there and put
Are you talking about in Nashville
no, no,
or
no,
here?
here,
I was about to say I don't know where you're talking about,
yeah,
but okay,
here,
where is
Southern.
that at?
It's just a little cutout downtown that's in between two restaurants. And on first Friday, I would love to get some lights, cut all the lights off in the alleyway, bring all my DJ lights, and just DJ in the street for open. Not for profit, just people come and enjoy and dance. I'd love to do that every first Friday.
Honestly, I really wish that like Columbia has like no nightlife
No,
at
no,
all. But there's like a couple like little like honky tonk type of
yeah,
bars and stuff like that. But there's nothing like if you're not super into country music and want to go to something like that, there's like nothing for adults to do here.
yeah,
You like basically have to go to Nashville.
have to. And then on top of that, our police force, when those places close, they patrol that area so heavily.
Yeah,
Like,
like damn near follow you home from the bar.
yes, and that makes it. I know they got jobs to do, and we don't want drunk drivers going around. But gosh, if you're gonna, it's easier to shoot up the highway and to come back and hit a back road to get to your house than it is to go from downtown or Riverside, make it to the other side of town.
Yeah, it's like I and I feel like the Columbia police they just be like bored.
They
because
probably do
I've
though.
literally I've been out late at night because obviously like the club closes at 5 a.m. So my sleep schedule completely opposite as everybody I know.
Yeah.
So like I'll be out late at night and I've literally had a cop stop me just to be like, yeah, it's late at night and I was wondering where you were going.
Yeah.
Like,
When I went to, I worked at the post office, and I would have to be at work at 2 in the morning. I got pulled over one night 3 times between Spring Hill High School and the Spring Hill post office.
see, like that's insane.
Yes, because I was in a black Tahoe. That was it.
And don't let it be like on like a holiday weekend because then it's worse.
Yes, it's awful. Mm. But I didn't get a ticket. Pulled over 3 times, no ticket.
Because they just nosy.
Yeah, they thought they had one. You know what I mean? And when I pulled up and I had that federal badge, you know what I mean? Because people don't know this. When you work for the post office, you're fed.
Oh, I did not know that. Actually.
Yes, if you let's say you work for the post office and I arm rob you, it's automatic 20 years. Yes, fed.
Damn.
Yes, you robbed a federal employee. They do not play with that shit. So let's do one more time. Hold on. Tell us the dates.
July 31st, August 1st.
Okay, so a week. Okay, and is there a specific time they should be there around?
Well, I'm gonna be dancing all night, but my like special performance is gonna be at 2:45.
2:45 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all hear that? 2:45 a.m. Right here. All right, and you know the address.
1418 Church Street,
Look
Nashville.
at you.
It's right next to Hollywood Hustler.
See, I
The
didn't
sex
know
store.
y'all had moved locations.
It used to be on Demumbrian.
Yes,
but
that's the one I know.
A few years ago, they moved over to Church Street.
So what are
It's
they
like
doing with the
right
old
across
building?
the street from Club Play.
Okay, all right. I said, what are they doing with the old building? Anything in the old building?
I don't know.
You don't know? That's worth looking into. So, okay, and like I said, go check her out. You got the date, you got the address. You know what? Hold on, I gotta log into something real quick here.
And the theme is like mafia boss. So when you come to the club, put that shit on. Okay?
Yes, boss shit, all bosses. Are you gonna celebrate afterwards? You gonna do any sort of you and the friends?
I didn't even think about that.
Ooh.
You know what? Hell yeah.
Yes,
I am.
there you go. It would be like what's a night after working like then?
Honestly, it's not really like a night after working. The club closes at 5.
Mhm.
So we be just like fucking around at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, I didn't know if like it was like Waffle House, IHOP.
No, we just like so a lot of the girls when they leave, they tip me when they leave the club. So
Okay.
like most of the time I stay at the club until
Uh-huh.
all the girls leave so that like, as they're leaving I can get the rest of the money that I
Right.
made for the night. And the security stays after because they walk all the girls to their car,
Oh,
stuff like
nice.
that. And then there's like management in there. So like everybody's chilling for like at least an hour or two after the club like actually closes.
Yeah.
So we just be fucking around.
Okay.
I got like water guns. I be terrorizing all the employees with, and we be just like shit talking and just kicking it, talking about the customers.
Sorry. So. Oh wow, you can hear that. I wonder why you can hear that so well. Anyway, my bad. Anything you would like to tell anybody? Actually, wait a minute. I do want to talk about one thing. Because you were dancing before COVID, right?
No, I started dancing during COVID.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Huh. See, okay. I always wondered how, because we're both in a business where when the economy hurts, we hurt.
Oh yeah, it was
Yes,
rough.
You could feel it. I know you
so
could.
rough because at that point, like for a while only essential workers were able to like go work.
Right.
So and then whenever it finally reopened, like nobody wants to get sick, so nobody was going out.
Yeah.
And then it's like when the country goes into like recessions and stuff like that, like
Hmm.
nightclubs and like strippers are considered like a luxury,
Yes.
like
So are
that's
DJs
like
and photographers.
a
Like,
luxury expense, something
yeah.
extra that you don't need. So like they take a hit first, and it's not you have to pay to work there. It's not
Yeah, you
like
pay in,
I just
guys.
go in there and like automatically I'm making an hourly wage. Like you go in there, and when you walk in the door, your house fee, depending on what time you get there, the earlier you get there, the cheaper it is, and then the later you get there, the more expensive it is. But when you walk in the door, automatically you owe the club between $60 and $150 to be there a
Mm.
day.
Mm. Now, do they take a cut of the dance?
Yeah,
Like, if you get your private dances, they take a cut of
you.
that?
So like when I usually would go in at 9 o'clock, so my house fee would be $105.
Oh, okay.
So I had to pay the club $105, and I pay them out of like whatever I sell throughout the night. So I had to make the club's money first.
Yep.
And then once I make that $105, then everything I make after that, I'm allowed to take home, except I still have to give the club 50% of what I sell.
Ooh, that's you got them Suge Knights. Ooh, that's rough.
You do get to keep all your tips as long as you make your house fee. If you don't make your house fee, then that tip money goes towards your house fee.
Oh, always tip your dancers, guys. Y'all heard it here. Tip your dancers. Now that you know the metrics and how this works, do right. Okay. So how is the economy bouncing back right now? What is it doing right now?
Um, when I first started working at Deja Vu, it was definitely like our club was popping.
Yeah.
Like there was a line all the way around the building. We had like celebrity guests that would come and stuff like that. Like it was popping.
Yeah.
I have like videos on my phone me leaving the club with like 3 grand
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's not like dead, but it's definitely not like as popping as it used to be. Not because like the club's not fun or anything. It's just like, like there's a lot going on in the country. The economy is kind of terrible.
Right.
People eggs cost like $6 right
Yes.
now. So like
I went and bought a gallon of
everything
orange
is
juice.
so expensive and people just don't make enough.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I said. I wanted to buy a gallon of orange juice when it was $8. $8 for a gallon of OJ?
But we're also we have a new GM, and
Mm-hmm.
he's doing like so many things to help the club grow, um like just trying with we have feature performers every single weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And so like every weekend now we have like a special performance that happens, and then like he's doing things like getting us billboards and doing more advertisement and like
Right.
really focusing on like he's trying to help the club grow, and
Right.
he's doing a really good job. Like our sales numbers from last year compared to this year are like we're on the weekends we're making like 20 grand more than we made last year on any
Nice.
given weekend. So
Okay. Huh. All right. So, with that being the changes in the marketing, because marketing really is everything, I didn't know that the location had moved till I drove by one day. I drove by and I was like, damn, they closed. And I was like, oh, they're closed. I didn't know if they had took a hit or not from the economy or what. So as a dancer, to subsidize, how many of those dancers use like an online presence to
uh
subsidize that?
a lot of them, like
Yeah.
a lot of girls do like OnlyFans and sell content and stuff like that.
Right.
There's a really great market for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I'm not good at OnlyFans. I like leaving my work at work.
Right. Living your life. Yeah.
When I walk into the strip club, I'm Cali, and I like completely step into that character. And then when I leave, I don't have to be her anymore.
Right.
I don't have to like entertain men that I'm not interested in.
Right.
So like personally, it's definitely great money. Like I know girls that have like six-figure incomes off of the online platforms.
Right.
I'm just like, I'm lazy.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
want to
not
do
a
it.
matter of lazy. Like when I heard you were dancing, when I first heard, because you got to remember, I knew you pre 18, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. You know, when I heard you were dancing, I was like, impossible. I was like, ain't no way she's dancing.
Honestly, it wasn't really like, it wasn't planned.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, so literally, people ask me all the time how I ended up dancing. I literally, it was Friday, and I was really broke,
Mm-hmm.
and I needed my rent by Monday, or I was gonna get evicted.
Yes.
So I was like,
Pressure.
all right, well, I can give up my house, or
Go dance.
fuck it, I could just go see what happens.
Yeah, there it is. There it
And
is. Because you may not know this. This was a tomboy right here.
yeah,
This was a tomboy. When I met her, the first shoot we did, we talking about long sleeve jean outfit, long jeans, and bandana. Hey, y'all! It was something.
I definitely was not a girly girl.
No,
I grew into it, and even now, like I'm definitely more girly. I know how to pretend to be
yeah,
girly.
yeah, that's cool. That's
I'm
business. You taking care of
I'm really
business.
I'm really not a girly girl at all. Matter of fact, whenever I get dressed up and I go out with my friends, everybody always thinks that we're a lesbian couple and I'm the boy. So,
Oh, wow, wow,
which,
stud.
you know,
You're the stud.
yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know, I like video games and going to the gym.
Yeah.
I like Marvel movies and anime
Yeah.
and nerdy things. And I like going mudding and kayaking and
Yeah.
like all that other stuff. I'm not.
It's all right. That's cool. That's cool. That's stuff that most guys like to do, but that's what it is though. So, but
But for the type of money I be making, I can pretend to be anybody you need
yes,
me to be.
most of us, hold on, don't get it fucked up now. Most of us are pretending at work. That's what they pay you to do. Like if you're a manager and you're like, gosh, I get tired of dealing with all these people. Negro, that's what they pay you to do.
And see, like, it makes me really angry whenever, because I've danced for so long, I have, obviously a lot of people have like a negative connotation whenever you think about like strippers,
Yeah.
because and a lot of people that think that way, they ain't never even been in a strip club,
Right.
and they think
Right.
we're all just like dirty, drug addicted prostitutes, and it's so annoying because it's like literally, I can't speak for all clubs, but at Deja Vu specifically, we have like moms, business owners, girls
Yes.
with college degrees, girls like the amazing women, beautiful women, beautiful personalities. They
Right.
just like, they work in the strip
They
clubs.
work it,
It's great money. It'd be stupid not to.
running a
And
bag up, and if you go to the bar, a lot of them women they doing the same thing for nothing.
that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
then also, like, every single job that I've ever worked, ever, I got hit on by my managers, or like
Yeah.
somebody at work was sexually harassing me, and it was like always a thing. Somebody's making me uncomfortable. So
Right.
like, and even not at work, just like in general, as a woman, I am constantly being bothered by men
Yeah.
who don't respect my boundaries and who make me uncomfortable. So it's like, if you have to deal with that anyway,
Might as well get paid to do it.
why not charge them $450 to $600 an hour to do it?
Right. Right. That's very true. It's sad, but it's true. You know. So dancing for women, 'cause, a lot of women go to strip clubs too. Is that a totally different experience, or is it just a different?
There's two opposite ends of the spectrum when you dance for women.
Okay.
First end of the spectrum, women are really fun. They really enjoy the dance. They're like, oh yay, like
Yeah.
they're throwing money,
You look so
laughing.
beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
so fun
Yeah.
because you're not uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're just like, it's like hanging out with the girls.
Yeah.
But then there's the other side of the spectrum where there's a lot of women that think that because they're women, they can do things that the men are not allowed to do,
Right.
just because they're women. And it's like, no, girl, you're still sexually assaulting me. Like,
Right. Yeah. So, ladies, still, have your boundaries. That's dope. When I was married, took my ex wife to the strip club, and Jade, you know Jade, don't you? Everybody know. If I showed you a picture, you'd know who she was. She's got the Frankenstein tattooed on her hip.
I'll have to see a picture.
Okay, but she bounced her cheeks off of my wife's face and she was done. My wife was like, "Nope, I'm out." You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like don't get me wrong, like women in strip club, so fun.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I would rather dance for a woman instead of dancing for a man on every day of the week.
right.
But like there's certain women that like they just do things that you
Yeah,
shouldn't do to people. Like you should still respect other people's boundaries.
right.
And then there's also some women who like they don't actually want to go to the strip club and they just go because like their friend group is going or like their man wanted to go so they go in there and then they're like rude to the dancers.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very rude to women that's like that because first of all it says deja vu showgirls.
right.
It tells you exactly what this place
What
is.
it
We're
is,
showing you that we're girls.
right?
Okay? Like you knew where you was going. So if you knew that this is a place that made you uncomfortable, that you didn't want to go,
Yeah,
then you shouldn't have came in here. And it's like respectfully, none of the strippers want your boyfriend.
yeah,
We're trying to pay our bills.
yep,
So it's like I fully respect your relationship and if you don't like want him to get dances, all right, cool. Like just tip the dancers or whatever, like
yeah,
have a fun time. We're not trying to impose on that. But a lot of the girls will be drunk and they'll just come in there and be just like straight rude and insulting to the dancers and like I don't agree with
yeah.
that at all.
And you paid to be here.
Yeah, like you came to the strip club obviously because you wanted to see strippers. So
Yeah,
like if you don't want to be here, then leave. Nobody
yeah.
asked you to come here.
Nobody asked you to come. It's just, it's such a weird thing, and people they don't know how to act in the situations. But like we talked about brothel versus strip club. I really feel like if the brothels were legal, that a lot of stuff would go away because
Yeah,
men,
because it's like you could go to a place that's for that.
yeah,
So it's like if people went to a place that was for that, then they wouldn't be coming into a place
that's not
that's
for
not
that.
for that expecting that.
Yeah, I think the divorce rate would go down because the marriage rate would go down. Think about this: if you go to like a bordello or whatever it may be, then you don't have to get married to get laid. There's a lot of people that feel like that. Like we know you don't have to do that, but a lot of people do feel like, oh, we're sleeping together, da, 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 and then they get caught up. I think there'd be less people getting caught up having surprise babies, because they're not going to let that happen at the bordello. You know what I mean? The cat house ain't going to let you knock up the woman. So I think it would take care of a lot of problems. It would create some problems too, but I think it would take care of a lot of problems that we see, you know, like rape, a lot
Like
of rape
with,
stuff, and
with like my personal like beliefs and stuff, like I believe women should be able to do whatever with their bodies that they want to do because men can do whatever with their bodies that they want to do.
right,
So like if you want to go sell your coochie,
yeah,
I feel like you should be able to go do that. I don't
yeah.
want to do that, but if you want to, more power to you.
It's a moral thing versus a legal thing, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
like I personally I don't feel like that's something that people should go to jail for.
yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what really throws me now is now they have it where like if a person is prostituting, it's not considered prostitution; it's sex trafficking, and like that's people have a misconception that if somebody goes to jail for sex trafficking, like they were like kidnapping, shipping children, and I'm not taking up for those people. I'm gonna hold president, but like you got to educate yourself that like a motherfucker bought a piece of ass. He didn't kidnap anybody, and he got caught up buying a piece of ass. and now it's considered sex trafficking. That's to me that's wild.
Yeah. Like
Uh,
I definitely feel like that's different things.
yeah, they
There's
need.
like soliciting prostitution and sex trafficking, like
Yes,
you trafficking people. Like maybe if you're like a pimp, that would be like trafficking, but like
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. It's weird, and they need to just bring back all the labels and leave sex trafficking to people who are kidnapping and you know what I mean, and controlling other people and stuff like that. If that's a prostitute, just give them a prostitution charge. If that's a John buying a prostitute, give them soliciting prostitution charge. But if they are, got a basement full of people they're trying to sell and won't let them leave, then yeah, that's a sex trafficker. So that's just my thoughts. I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's all when you court somebody. That's all you're doing.
I mean, yeah, like
Yeah,
you go out to dinner with somebody and what they expect at the end of the day.
it's yeah, and what either one of you expect, you know? We had people knocking on the studio door. So, but yeah, but that's that.
Yeah.
No, no, no. I actually had to reverse my locks to that door. I can lock people out of this room because the kids at times will come in and be like, "Hey, Dad," and I'll be like, "I'm live, bro."
It be like that with kids.
Yeah, I'm live. What? And they know better. All of them grew up. They were born into this life. You know what I mean? They knew better. They know better. They just trying me. You know. So, but yeah, let me bring this up. I thank you for coming. You're actually the first actual guest I've had on Crunch Time. I do this as a solo series just because a lot of times schedules don't meet up, and like today we were like, hey, you free now? And I'm like, yeah. We got to do it. So I had to create a segment of the Who Dat Boys where I could handle the stuff, just some stuff on my own, because when I go live on the Who Dat Boys, a lot of people expect the whole crew to be here, and the whole crew don't always be here. And they're like, well, where's so and so? And da 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 da. And I'm like, hey, sorry.
See, I've never been on a podcast or like been interviewed for anything. So
Yeah,
like happy to be here.
yeah. How did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
tells.
just like I don't know. I have very controversial opinions about things and like I live like a very different life than what people are used to. Like most people are not introduced to the like whole like strip club nightlife like
Yeah,
so like I don't know. I enjoy it, but it just like people on the internet are assholes. So
yeah.
I just be nervous sometimes to like say the way I feel about things because
Look, Bunny done cleared the way for all that for these country folks. You can't love Bunny and hate strippers. You can't love Bunny and hate all the other stuff. You know what I mean? Even our first lady.
honestly, nobody could ever make me hate strippers because it's literally just like a bunch of beautiful women,
Yeah,
like who are very talented and getting money together.
yeah,
Like they're they're so fun. They're such girls. Like
yeah,
we're like in the dressing room and we're like hyping each other up, and then
yeah,
like when somebody goes through something or something like that, like everybody pulls together. Like when I was in my accident, there was like people in my life that like didn't really show up for me at all. But when I tell you like they all of the girls at the club like they were calling me and messaging me and
yeah,
so many girls from the club came to the hospital. They did a fundraiser for me. And between the fundraiser and just like money that girls sent me out of their own pockets to make sure that I had the things I needed,
yeah.
I probably got like $1,500 while I was in the hospital just from the girls at the club.
Yeah.
Like they're they're so supportive, and then like honestly, I don't really like hanging out with people that aren't strippers because they're so judgy. And then like you go out to a bar with them and like they're like sitting in the corner and they're stuck up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would so much rather go hang out with the girls that are having fun and dancing on the table than go hang out with the mean girls that are in the corner like
Judging.
talking shit about everybody.
Yeah.
Like nobody could ever make me hate strippers. They're
Yeah.
physically fit. Like strippers are superheroes, great moms, like
Yeah.
business women.
We as a society, as a culture, have got to stop grouping. We have a tendency of grouping like, strippers, black people, Republicans, and like we have a really bad habit of grouping people.
In my opinion, the negative ideas about strippers came from men because men feel entitled to your body. Men feel like you're attractive to me and I like you and I want you. So like you you should like give me your time and attention and things like that for free because I like you and I said I wanted you and I'm doing these nice things for you. So you should do that for me. And so like the idea of strippers like charging men money
Hmm.
for their time and attention and things like that, it's like they're like, what? I
Yeah.
don't want to pay for that. So it's easier to call strippers dirty and trashy and whores because they don't want to pay for what you're offering. If you were the woman that you are right now and you walked up to a man on a street, not in a strip club, and you gave him the same exact conversation and attention that you gave him in a strip club for free, he wouldn't think all those things about you.
Yeah.
But he thinks that way because he feels entitled to your body and he feels like he should have it. It's easier to slut shame you than it is to take accountability for the fact that like he feels entitled to you.
Right. Hmm.
So it's like there's, in my opinion, there's absolutely nothing wrong with charging men for giving them attention that you don't want to give them.
Yeah. And you got, as a man, you got to know like this is the service you're signing up. It's like a massage. If you sign up for a massage, you're not there to get a happy ending. You're signing up for a massage. So like if you're going to the club, you got to know you're going for a performance with minimum interaction. Okay, not and apparently men and women need to know this. So but it's just a matter of learning. And I think they get it mixed up because when you date and you court, you shouldn't even expect that when you're courting somebody unless they offer. But so many people get it mixed up like when you court that you should put out at the end. So
Yeah,
when
it's not just at the strip club. Like
yeah,
I can't tell you how many times like somebody invited me out to dinner or like I didn't ask. They offered to do something nice for me and then afterwards they were like expecting me to
whew,
like
surprise.
put
Yeah.
out for them and I'm like, no.
Yeah. If somebody wants you to sleep with them, you'll know and they'll let you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
and it's like if you just like maybe worked on yourself and became a likable person that
yeah,
wasn't an asshole to women trying to pressure them into having sex with you, then like maybe they would want to have sex with you for free.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And women like to be entertained, bro. Just
Yeah,
be
like
entertaining. Like
I feel like the like newer generations and stuff, like everybody's like, oh, I'm never getting married. I'm not doing that for no man, or I'm not doing that for no woman.
I,
Da, da,
I
da,
say, I'm
which
never getting married though.
you shouldn't. Which I'm not gonna lie, being in a strip club, I don't want no husband.
Yeah, yeah.
No, killed it for
I'm
me.
sure you've seen drama come
Uh,
through that door.
Almost every single bachelor party that comes in and the bachelor that takes me upstairs, I would say 8 out of 10 of them offer me money and ask me to come to their hotel rooms.
Mm.
Obviously, I'm not taking them up on that because, like I said, I'm a stripper. I work in the club. I dance. That's what I do. But it's the fact that, like, you're literally celebrating the fact that you're getting married. You're falling in love with a woman. You're going to spend the rest of your life with her. And you want to celebrate that by asking me to come to your hotel room and sleep with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally killed my whole, like, view on marriage. And I still
yeah,
don't think that looks negatively on the strippers.
yeah.
That looks negatively on men's character.
Right,
And it's not all men, but like a lot of men.
right. They for me, marriage. It. I didn't have a bad marriage. My marriage was cool, and it ended cool, and we didn't have any issues like anything like that. But when I made it out, and I was lucky enough to make it out of my marriage without owing anybody any alimony or them taking the house or nothing like that. And I feel like those chances only come once in a while. So I can't roll the dice again. Like it's like if I was like, hey, let's go get on my motorcycle. You'd be like, nah, nigga. You know what I mean? So
I'm cool on that.
we both agree that life is a game we play. Let's say that. Okay. And with the way and the rules that the way life is set up, it's like there's more perks to being not being married. And I don't even mean perks like, oh, I can go sleep with whoever. No, you can do that married and not married, you know? But I mean like stuff like financially, like when you file taxes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? When I file my taxes and my old lady file her taxes, we're not married. We're claiming children on both sides. You know, there's just things. Now there's little incentives to being married, but the single outweighs. She can go to college for free. You know, without both of our incomes being included in that. You know,
And then on top of that, like just with like the things that are going on in the country right now, like as a woman, in my opinion, it's better for you to not be married. Like they're trying to take away. You can correct me if I'm wrong,
go
but
ahead.
essentially, they're trying to. If your maiden name is not like if your name doesn't match your maiden name, they don't want to give you the right to vote.
Yeah,
And so it's like they're taking away your rights for being married. And then like if I wanted to have a uh a hysterectomy, I would have to have my husband's permission to do that with my body.
yeah,
I'm not anybody's property. He doesn't
right,
have to have my permission to do anything he wants to his body.
right,
Why am I being treated like his property?
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm
not
gonna
for
have to
me.
look into that. I haven't heard about the hysterectomy one, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of women. Honestly, you can't really get most of the time. You can't get a hysterectomy at a young age because they want you to like have had they they're like
Oh
they
yeah,
want
they
you to
want you to
have
have
had like
three
a few
kids.
kids or something
Yeah.
like that before they'll let you get one, especially at a young age. And if you're married, your husband has to sign off saying that like you're allowed to get a hysterectomy, which
Yeah,
is
you know you're right.
insane.
That's even what in my mind I was thinking about when you get your tubes tied. It's the same thing when you get your tube. They won't tie your tubes without.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yep. You're right. No, I have heard that. But they're like, oh, my doctor didn't agree to do it because I only have one kid. Like, if I'm done, I'm done. You
Yeah.
know?
And like some people just like don't want kids. And I feel like that should be
Yes.
like personally, I love my kid. I love being a mom, but I do know a lot of people that like just genuinely have no desire to be parents. And I feel like it's your life and you should be able to be whoever you want to be.
Yes, you should be able to do. If you can afford it and pay for it, get it done. You know. So I don't.
But
That's a whole nother subject.
I feel like the newer generations and stuff like that, the way the world is changing, they make it out to be like the if you do nice things for women or stuff like that, like you're being a simp and stuff like that. So it's like, but that's the things. Those are the things that make women like you. So it's like,
Okay, look, we about to have a real conversation here from a man who has dated. It's a two-way street because there's people that make careers out of dating now. I had all, I do photography. I had a model tell me one time that she said, I eat out every day of the week. I was like, how do you afford to do that? She was like, Tinder. And she literally gets these professional shoots and lets, so you got a man that's really looking for love or really think that y'all have a connection. And all it takes is two or three of these serial daters. And then you've turned a nice person into an asshole.
That's a completely valid point. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
because that using people for their money, like, all right, when you're in a strip club, it's different
Yeah, they
because it's like
came there.
they came there and they know they're in a strip club and they know it, even if you've never stepped foot in a strip club, every movie that ever had strippers in it, they
Yeah.
have one thing in common. There's money in that motherfucker. You got to
Right.
pay to play, okay?
Yep.
So when you go into a strip club, you know you made that choice. You know what you're getting yourself into. When you're on Tinder, you're genuinely looking for somebody to share a connection with. So like for you to pick men on Tinder and use them for their money and lead them on, that's something that speaks to your character. So
Yes.
like that's
But
valid.
that's why we have all these different things. Like if you look at the statistics now, it was something like last time I checked, it was like 62% of single men don't date anymore because they just keep running into serial daters. You
But
know?
there's also like the other side of the coin where it's like, okay, there's been times that like me or someone I know, like, or just honestly from talking to men in the strip club, they they're drunk and they talk and they tell you how they are in relationships and like
Mm-hmm.
things that they're willing to do and things they're not. And a lot of men, like, they're so afraid to look like a simp. Like,
Yeah.
they're like, to me, okay, I what I want in a man, I want a gentleman. Like, I
Yeah.
want somebody that opens doors for me and pumps my gas for me.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that, like a protector and a provider. I want you to be like, hey, I planned us a date. Be ready at 7 and all that stuff. Like, I like gifts and cards and like love letters and shit like that. Like, I want to
Mm-hmm.
be romanticized. I want to be able to be a feminine woman that
Right.
I have no problem doing all those things in return. Like, I feel like men deserve love letters and flowers and gifts that they like and to be taken on dates and like cooked for and things like that. I have no problem doing all of these womanly things for a man that deserves it. But it's like men will like try to hit on you and expect you to like want to have something going on with them just because they're like, hey, can I have your number? I find you attractive. Like that, essentially, like,
Yeah.
or their idea of a date is, do you smoke?
Yeah. Look, hold on. Let me jump in there. Okay. Number one, if you think because she comes over and smokes, you're not simping, that is one of the biggest forms of simping. Okay. Just you're paying for the drugs. You're giving her the drugs. You're simping. That's still money coming out. It's just a different form of currency.
And which is like, it, in my opinion, it's like, I will take a man who's a simp who like brings me flowers and breakfast in bed. Like, even
Yeah.
if you're not somebody that like, okay, if I'm looking in a room and you ask me to pick somebody that's my type, even if you're
Yeah.
not one of the people that I picked, if you show up with flowers and you opening doors for me and stuff
Yeah.
like that, like,
Character goes a long way.
I'm like, okay, but I really like this guy. He has a really great personality,
Yeah.
as opposed to the guy that I think is super attractive
Right.
that is like, I'm not spending money on a woman. Like, I don't have a problem spending money on you. Why are you broke? You don't
Yeah.
have the money to spend?
Right.
Like,
Right. Yeah. And it's okay. As a photographer, I noticed like a lot of the models, they were pretty on the outside, but a lot of them were really ugly on the inside. And with men, there's a lot of like gym rats that are super douchey on the inside. But you know
mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like I said, we
Yes.
can't group it. We can't group it because it's all everywhere across the board now.
It's like, I don't know. I just don't like the whole like I don't know. I want to eventually one day I want to find my person that I'm going to spend like the rest of my life with, and I want to be romanticized, and I want to be able to be soft and feminine, and like I have never had that before. I have always been like I got to be fucking Bernie Mac in a relationship.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I can't be soft and feminine because I'm too busy like being hard because
Yeah,
I don't have a safe space to be soft and feminine, and it's like
right. Shit gonna start slipping if you start being soft and feminine. I got you. I got you. It's a weird thing because people are trying to they spend a lot. Okay, I'm 40. They spend a lot of time telling men that they need to soften up and open up about their feelings. And it was, let's say it's like this: y'all need to soften up, soften up, soften up, soften up. Oh, we done went too far. But then it just kept going. "Nyeh." So then you got all these soft men, and then you have, fathers that aren't in the homes, and then you have women raising, and the women are telling the men what the women like, and then they're leaning into that, but then they don't know that women also like this masculine side because not even their mothers knew this. So it needs to be fixed.
I feel like there there's like mm, gender roles are important to me. Not in the sense of like, like what they said back in the whatever times they
Yeah,
said the shit in, but it was like women's supposed to be in the kitchen and men's supposed to be doing this. It's like,
right,
all right, so when that was the standard, women were raising the kids and being in the kitchen when men were providers and paid all of the bills.
right,
Okay,
right.
so like me in a relationship, I have no problem going 50-50. All
Yeah,
right. I'm a very hard worker. I don't like being without a job. I like
right,
having my own money. I don't want to have to ask you for money.
right,
So like I don't mind splitting bills with somebody. I don't mind like if you are treating me nicely, I'll fold your clothes. I'll lay them out for you so you can take a shower.
right,
Like I'll cook for you every single day. I'll rub your back, wash your hair, all of that.
right,
If I'm being treated the way that I need to be treated,
right,
I don't mind doing none of that. But what you not finna do is have me splitting bills 50-50 with you, being a housemaid, cleaning the entire house, being a chef, cooking all this food, being a mom, taking care of the kids, and I still have to give you sex every time you fucking want it. Like, do
right.
I look like a peasant? Like, so I just feel like you have to pick one. You either
Yeah.
want that woman that's like in the kitchen and her sole job is to be your wife and do things to cater to you, or you want somebody that's gonna go half on everything with you and like you have to clean too.
Now,
Okay, you
do
should
you
cook a couple nights.
do you feel like with our economy and everything the way it is now that you could survive off of one income like that?
I do.
Do you? Well, as yourself, I get what you're saying.
I have a kid and I take care of my kid. I take care of myself. I pay all my own bills.
Yeah.
Granted, I got to be in a strip club to do that,
Right. Right.
but I do.
Okay. All
Most
right.
people, I would like say most people, unless you have a college education, the way the economy is right now, most people can't afford to do that.
All right.
And
So let me. So it's you and your kid.
mhm,
Okay. Let's say you get Joe Blow, who can cook like a motherfucker, clean like a motherfucker. Do you feel like you make enough that you could do you, your kid, and cake up Joe Blow because he does all of the at home things?
I make really good money.
Okay. All
So,
right. I was just asking. I was just asking.
and full disclosure, like I'm not saying before I go into this, I'm not saying anything negative about my baby daddy because I don't want I don't I want to be very clear. He's an amazing father
Yeah,
and he's an amazing person and I love him so very much. We're not together anymore for reasons we're not going to discuss,
that's cool.
but amazing person. I have nothing negative to say about him.
Right.
But for a lot of the time that I was with him, I did that.
Yeah.
I paid all of the bills and I took care of our like all of the financial things and like he was a stay-at-home dad, and he has a great relationship with our daughter
Yeah.
because of that. Like, and even not being together, it's not like a lot of, I know a lot of women who like their baby daddies are not like present at all. Like,
Right.
we split everything 50-50. He takes her shopping. He, not just financially, like he actually is a present father,
Yeah.
amazing dad.
Okay.
So like, I know it can be done because I did it.
Right. Okay.
I've paid, I had about like 3 grand a month in bills,
Yeah.
and I paid for the food, I paid for everything. I had to be a
Could he cook?
stripper.
Was he a good cook?
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
a
he can
really
cook.
good
See,
cook.
then that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
right there. Yeah. Okay. All right.
really
All
good cook.
right.
He made the best breakfast and the best steak.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not gonna keep you here all day. I could talk your ear off, and we could
Yeah, same.
talk about all this. Yeah. So, I'm gonna do it one more time. Check it out. Deja Vu with her feature DJ Cali. I'm gonna try and talk her into doing events as a DJ. I'm on. I'm gonna really try and push that. I don't know if that's gonna bother her. I'm gonna try and push that because I just think female DJs are dope. You
No,
know,
I don't mind if you have the events. I'll do it. I
cool.
really like DJing. I
Yeah,
have a lot of fun. I don't have any equipment though, so
that's
that'd
okay.
be on
Well,
you.
I got 3 setups and
Okay,
a
period.
stage. You know,
We in there then.
yeah. So let me see here. And y'all thank y'all for tuning in to Crunch Time. We're gonna have some more stuff going on, and just be on the lookout for Who That Podcast, Sidelines, Sports, Kinfolk Corner, Sports Podcast, Home Team Show, the program, Tea Talks. Look out for all that. The whole 2026 lineup, all these shows we got coming, and be on the lookout for the Royal Spades tournament. Hold on, wait a minute. How would you feel about coming out there and working the spades tournament? Not dancing, but just coming out there.
What would I do?
I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out.
I would need to know the dates because like my work schedule is very like, if it's Friday or Saturday night,
Yeah.
I can't go.
Yeah, well, I know. Yeah, I know. That's the way it is for me. You know what I mean? Friday and
Mhm.
Saturdays are, you know?
Yeah, I
So,
would need to know what I'm doing and the dates. But
right.
once I get like the information, then I give you the answer.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. It'll be in September sometime. I'll let you know, though.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to Crunch Time. And we out. Peace.
Hopefully I didn't like offend everybody too much.
Nah, you good.